guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Office Bloke Man.
Here we are, two of us.
Here we are.
If Patreon is your thing, check out the link in the description below. Loads and loads of stuff on there, all starting for a bargain price of just
£1.50 a month.
There you have it, check it out.
Yeah.
When actors weren't acting.
Right, okay.
Actors are now, they're not acting.
Well, I was going to say they should be getting
people.
paid. Just people. They've been doing shit.
I guess it's there when they just, it's like ad hoc, not ad hoc, what do you call it?
Ad-libbing? No.
Ad-lib. Yeah, ad-lib.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. It's not acting, is it? They're just taking it on their own, or they, you know, look on the face at some
Yeah, or
point.
maybe they got punched properly and, you know, and it went, and it actually,
not acting, are they?
They got caught by it, maybe.
Let's have a look. When actors weren't acting.
In Far and Away, one scene has Nicole Kidman peeking under a bowl covering Tom Cruise's genitals. For the first few takes, she didn't look surprised enough, so director Ron Howard had Cruise take off his underwear.
Weren't they married?
I think he was.
Tom Cruise was married to Nicole Kidman, wasn't he? Yeah.
I think you're right.
Might have been pre-marriage.
Yeah, maybe this is what did it.
Yeah.
this is what swung it.
Swung it. The hammer.
Where without Kidman's knowledge. Did you know that in Rush Hour 2, Chris Tucker refused to sing like Michael Jackson while filming the karaoke bar scene? Since he would do it to entertain everyone between takes, director Brett Ratner ordered the camera operators to film him as discreetly as possible. While filming the scene in American Pie, where Matt Stifler strips naked during a trivia game with some girls, actor Tad Hilgenbrink actually did just that on the set. As he had not informed the actresses that he would be naked, their surprised reactions were 100% authentic.
Brilliant.
According to the DVD commentary of the Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest, the cast thought it would be Zoe Saldana's character Anna Maria walking down the stairs, so their surprise at seeing Barbassa was genuine.
So tell me, what's become of my ship?
Did you know that in Inglourious Bastards, Quentin
film.
Tarantino almost choked Diane Kruger to death? In the scene where Bridget Vaughn was choked to death after being discovered as a spy, Diane Kruger was almost accidentally really choked. Unlike choking scenes in other movies, Tarantino insisted that Kruger be strangled for real in order to get just the right scene he wanted. Fearing that Christoph Waltz would choke her too much or too little, Tarantino decided to literally take matters into his own hands and did the scene himself.
Let me.
Imagine.
I'm gonna do it. I only want to do this once. I don't need it. I don't
want you breathing after this and have to come back and kill you.
As a result, when they went to film the scene, Diane was actually being choked by Quentin, and her reaction in the film is very real. Actors get paid to portray strong emotions and make them look real. However, nothing beats catching a real reaction on film. That's exactly what happened when the Friends directors played a trick on Jennifer Aniston so they could capture the true face of her fear. Apparently, Ross used a fake dummy to throw down the stairs, just as Rachel was trying to catch up to them. Aniston was not told about the moment, which made her reaction that much greater. In the Rocky Horror Picture Show, when a corpse is revealed under the dining table, the actors were genuinely shocked. None of them knew that the body was there, with one exception, Tim Curry, because he was the one who had to whip the tablecloth off. In Goodfellas, the scene where Paulie admonishes Henry and tells him to stop selling drugs, Paul Sorvino slaps Ray Liotta for real, to elicit a scared and cornered reaction. Did you know that in Die Hard, when filming Gruber's death scene, Rickman was told he would be dropped on the count of 3? The director counted to 1 before dropping him, making his reaction genuine.
Ah, brilliant.
In Liar Liar, when Fletcher Reed tries to get out of a court case by beating himself up, Jim Carrey actually did beat himself up while filming that scene.
Wow. When I watched this, I thought to myself, that looks too real.
Yeah.
And Jim Carrey's that sort of guy that
Oh,
do
absolutely.
that.
He'd get right
He's
into
off
it.
his nut, innit?
Talk about character actor.
Yeah.
There was a program on about him. It was a while ago about somebody that he was playing in a film, but he got right into character, and he's been his character all the way through, even off set and everything.
Oh,
it was absolutely incredible. I can't remember who the hell it was now, but
I saw that.
But they had, pictures, like they were actually filming him off it and everything. But he was acting the same
The
as
Truman Show.
I can't
Might have
remember
been.
now.
But when I
was
watched this, I
bizarre,
thought
though.
to myself at the same time, I thought, God, he's not proper doing this here.
Yeah, I
looks
can
dead
imagine
real,
with him.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
This one is pretty scary and could have led to a horrific on-camera death if not handled properly. In one of the most fascinating scenes in Now You See Me, Isla Fisher's character performs a magic trick in a water cage. While sunk underneath the surface, she begins to unlock herself from the chains she's strapped into and swims back up to the top. While filming, her costume got stuck in the chains, preventing her ability to release herself. As she began to drown, everyone on the set believed she was giving the scene her all. Finally, after 3 minutes, she was rescued, and the footage of her struggle stayed in the movie. The 2017 remake of IT goes out of its way to
could have been
portray
nasty.
convincing horror by frightening the juice boxes out of its grade school cast.
Did he just call it IT?
Yeah.
Hey? I'm sure
Oh,
he did,
right. Oh, you mean it should be just it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Called it.
He called it Isla.
The
Isla,
2017
thing is,
remake
well,
of IT goes out of its way to
Yeah,
portray
yeah.
convincing horror by frightening the juice boxes out of its grade school cast. To ensure that the cast of kids gave realistic expressions of horror as they first discover Pennywise, the horrible clown monster, the directors made sure they had no idea what he looked like and kept the monster separated from them. The kids didn't see images of the clown until they filmed the projector scene. Their growing horror and final shock were as real as the audience's.
Not
What is that
surprised.
clown?
Locked out
I know,
of his
right?
dressing
No, yeah.
room during a Broadway show in Birdman, Michael Keaton's character, Riggin Thompson, is forced to speed walk through Times Square wearing nothing but his undies. While a few paid extras were inserted into the film, Times Square wasn't closed to the public. Many real people made it into the final shoot, and their reactions to seeing Michael Keaton running around in his underwear were completely genuine. Avengers Infinity War cracked all the screen records around the world. When Thanos uses the Infinity Stone and the majority population of the universe disappears, Tom Holland hugs Robert Downey Jr. instinctively and begins to express his feelings, which was not part of the movie. During the filming of the infamous scene in The Omen, where Catherine and Damien go to the zoo and the monkeys attack the car, Lee Remick's reaction was genuine, as the filmmakers had taken a baby monkey and placed it in the car, which caused them to attack the vehicle.
Wow.
With all the fighting,
That was another
Going
one.
to the
Films,
extremes a bit, isn't it?
that was another one. Films of the day, wasn't it? It was just like
The Omen,
proper, like
yeah.
make you thinking, wasn't it? Because I was young when that came out.
Yeah.
And it
It
was
was
like,
late 70s, was it? Something
Yeah,
like that?
yeah.
Early 80s? Yeah, a long time ago, but it was a bit of an iconic film again, wasn't it?
very
Omen?
scary, wasn't it?
Yeah, very much so.
that was going on the set of Fight Club, it was inevitable that someone would eventually throw a real punch. In a fight scene between Edward Norton and Brad Pitt, Norton went off script per the director's instructions.
Great acting.
Unsure what
Yeah.
to do, he hit Pitt for real in an unusual place.
Motherfucker! Hit me in the ear!
Brilliant.
That's a great line, isn't it? Well, Norton's one of my favourite actors.
Yeah, he's
Again,
very good.
Not
isn't
done a
he?
bad movie. Not that I can think of anyway. If you
Yeah.
think of one, but he's a top actor for me.
Yeah.
But that's a great.
Even
you
Brad,
hit me in the ear.
Yeah, even Brad Pitt's gone up in my estimation. So
Oh,
over the last
big
few
time.
years,
Yeah.
you used to think, oh, it's just a bit of eye candy, but he's actually a really talented guy.
No,
isn't he?
he's a great actor as well.
And especially
But
the bit in, was it Lockstock that we mentioned the other
Snatch.
day? Was it Snatch when he played the Irish,
Yeah.
like traveller, shall
Yeah,
we say?
yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
Will Ferrell didn't
Funny
know
that.
when the Jack in the Box would go off in the 2003 comedy movie Elf. Director Jon Favreau was actually the one controlling when Jack would pop out via remote control. The fear and apprehension we see in Ferrell's face is authentic.
He's another nutcase.
Yeah, it always.
If you've seen The 40-Year-Old Virgin, you'll most likely remember the hilarious scene in which Steve Carell gets his chest waxed. We can definitely tell you that those pure screams of agony weren't fake, as he actually had his chest waxed for the scene, and his pain was very real.
¿Cómo se llama? No! Kelly Clarkson!
Not every off-script reaction has to be terror or disgust. Some can be a bit wholesome too. Good Will Hunting follows the relationship between Matt Damon and his therapist Robin Williams. While trying to break down the emotional barriers, Williams's character takes a moment to tell a story about his late wife farting in the middle of the night.
My wife used to fart when she was nervous.
You know, she used to fart in her sleep.
The whole scene is completely unscripted. Just a moment of Robin Williams' magic that left both actors sharing a genuine
yeah,
laugh.
he was.
One night it was so loud it woke the dog up.
In Kingsman: The Secret Service, all the cast were really underwater during the flooding of the first test. Hence, everyone's scared faces were real as they tried to get out, especially since the machine lowering the room was supposed to stop periodically, and it didn't. It doesn't matter how many rehearsals are done and precautions are taken, sometimes things on set just don't go to plan. This was the case during the filming of Back to the Future, when careful planning was done for the rope hanging scene. After numerous practices, they were confident the scene would run smoothly. During filming, the rope was pulled too tight around his neck, and he began to visibly choke and panic as seen in the film.
Shit.
It took him passing out for the rest of the crew to realize he wasn't acting. In The Exorcist, Ellen Burstyn was filming a scene in which she was being slapped by her demon-possessed daughter and then yanked to the other side of the room. Director William Friedkin was not happy with the result and instructed a crew member to pull it much harder, and Burstyn was pulled with such force that she broke her tailbone.
What?
Yeah.
The shot made it into the final movie, with Burstyn's pain caught on camera and being 100% real. In movie threads, the crew set off an enormous smoke bomb to create the image of the mushroom cloud rising over Sheffield, but the residents actually thought that a bomb had gone off, resulting in a very genuine reaction from everyone.
Yeah. It's a bit extreme, but...
In Far and Away,
You would, wouldn't you, though? Because it's like...
Oh, if you didn't know.
I remember there was something that happened not far from here.
Yeah.
And everyone, straight away, you go on social media, see what's going on. I can't remember what it was, though, now. And everyone was like, oh, they're filming such a thing.
Yeah,
That's
right,
what it was.
okay.
They did it on... Gaynor's mum's house was used in the Trials of Jimmy Rose with Ray Winston.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, I
they
remember that.
They used their house, and they come in and they just change it all. They paint everything. They say they
That's
put
right.
it back to how it is, so
Yeah.
you can choose how you want it put back. But what they did at the end, they blew up a car on the driveway.
Oh,
And,
I
yeah.
can't remember that.
Yeah, they blew up the car on the driveway, and it made a right mess. But all the neighbours were panicking.
Oh, they just
saw
didn't tell them.
They knew they was filming, but I guess on that day they had to move all the vehicles outside
Yeah,
outside,
right.
Because it was going to damage things. But
Yeah.
I guess they blew up. It's one of them roads where no one bothers, no one talks to each other.
Yeah.
you know, sort of thing, because it's Britain.
Britain, yeah, no one does do
And,
it.
yeah, but it caused a bit of panic on that.
Yeah, wow.
Some of them are great.
Great
Because
ones, yeah.
it's-
Big surprises, some of them as well, but...
Best one I like on there is Robin Williams.
Yeah.
He's just a genius. You know,
No,
the
he
guy
was.
did
He was
comedy,
absolute-
he's acting serious, funny, did everything.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
such a shame the way it ended with him.
I know,
But I mean,
I
he
know.
was absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember him the first thing from Mork and Mindy.
Of course, yeah.
Growing up
Same
with
here.
Mork and
That's
Mindy
yeah.
sort of
First
thing.
time I got
Yeah.
to know him through Mork and Mindy.
Yeah.
That was on all the time when it's Saturday
was,
night.
yeah.
You know, but yeah, some great ones in there.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
superb ones.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.